That was a lot of bit of the boys on the desk. Thank you so much. And I think it's safe to say that both of these teams have been underperforming, disappointing, not up to the level we thought they'd be at coming into this event. They've got one more chance to fix that, to rectify that situation, fighting for survival here at IEM Katowice.
And if they don't fix it, they're gone. Much like Vega Squadron, they are on the first plane, the first train, whatever it is, they're out of here.
Or the first bar.
If that first, definitely.
One or the other. Here we go, live into the pistol round. Fnatic, 2 players with utility, Crims and Exist on Mirage, and it's right over to the A-bomb side we go, and unfortunately G2 has stacked B, but they're coming up Catwalk, and that's a great start. Jax, a nice little one-tap, makes it look easy. There's going to be a lot of bodies coming in through Connector. Fnatic are going to have a tough decision. How exactly do they defend this post-plant?
Now it's up to Fnatic to suffocate G2, not allow them to get back on, constrict them as best as they can. And Crims, close range on his map, you'd have to say, is teeing off with the Glock, spamming wildly into Connector, but his days have been cut short. Now it's on Exist and JW. Their positions very much together, and the smoke's gone down onto the bomb. Exist is going to have to pull off an insane clutch. Won't be happening. And a successful retake gives G2 the first round. That was a really cool call from G2. 4 players over towards B initially, and that hit came out fast enough for Jax to be able to call it out. That one kill he gets is pretty important, but 3 players from G2 just pushing straight to Catwalk and getting it on the retake action early on. Crims just couldn't do enough. That was a tough situation to be in, could only find the 1 kill. So 1-0 for G2. Bit of a timeout situation. I'd assume this is a technical. It'd be pretty nuts if you called a tactical this early on.
We've seen crazier things.
We certainly have. I mean, I've been watching G2 this major, so yeah. I've had my mind blown multiple times, not always for the better reasons.
Well, that series that we just had was it's a bit of a butt clencher.
I imagine the heart rate of quite a few Swedes went up significantly after that one, but with the bomb plant, it does give Fnatic some options.
That's actually pretty interesting, because, I mean, Fnatic now, another Swedish team, obviously trying to replicate what their Swedish brothers just did. G2 Esports trying to also follow in the footsteps of their French brethren in Vitality qualifying for the major. G2 would have to win 2 BO3s to be able to do that.
Fnatic without any grenades. I've been on the receiving end of a few, some shrapnel in the teeth. A 3-player stack, now a 4-player stack in mid with Twist and Underpass, so very centralized in their aggression.
I think Brolin spotted that boost though. He's got his eyes trained on it. Lucky doesn't commit to the jump on top of the boxes. There's a good trade, and now boosted in towards window, an element of danger because that's Shox waiting there over at jungle, and he spots it. Actually, Twist is going to come right back at him through the murder hole, and it's called that for a reason, but the B-bomb set has been opened up. Crimson JW find an entry. JW doesn't watch for the cross. He's a little bit late. Does he realize one's already through market? He finds it in the end. Can't complete the kill. A risky nade, and he's trying to do so much, and there's going to be one more. Finally comes out on top.
Unbelievable that Fnatic are in a position to potentially win this round, and they really should at this stage. Yes, Jax has full health, there's some Kevlar with an AUG, but there's 3 separate angles to watch out for. He's trying to pre-fire every single one of them. But all Fnatic now have to do is lay and wait. Jax doesn't have a kit or nades, he's out of there. Fnatic have done it, they've actually pulled this round off. And G2, I mean, that's really what we've been talking about. That's a round there. They just lost so many duels, so many unnecessary deaths.
Yeah, I mean, you have to say also great shots from the Deagles as well, chipping some players down, but certainly, I mean, we've seen a lot of these second rounds converted today. In this kind of situation, the pressure, any mistake that gets punished is going to have big consequences. G2 there, 2 players on Catwalk, and once they go down, I have to imagine that the first kill on Catwalk was from the boost. I think Brolin got killed, but the trade came out immediately afterwards. I think that was Crims who got it.
2 AUGs have also switched hands, so now Fnatic have 2 of them. And if you're G2, you probably don't want to try and face mid, because you're expecting the AKs and at least one of the AUGs to maybe have a quick peek out there, playing to their strengths.
Similar to the pistol round, though. 3 players at the B bomb site at the moment, 2 of them going towards Cat. Actually, all 3 of them kind of heading that direction. So Lucky's going to stack up in the ladder room body, and Shocks are going to try and bait and lure Fnatic into an aggressive catwalk play. That's what this is designed for. You have Jax with the only AUG on G2 pushing into Palace, so he's gathered a lot of information. It could still be a ramp, but the information he gathers leaves them confident to keep 4 at the B bomb site.
Jungle can be crossed off the list of potential CT hiding spots, courtesy of Twist and a boost. Brolan now going to wait for that smoke to clear before he tries to make a move. Does have a smoke, so could bounce that off the wall towards jungle. Molotov into ladder room as well. The first kill is going to go the way of G2. And they actually have Jax in Palace with an AUG, so this could get a bit sketchy for Fnatic. They're taking damage and getting some dinks actually from short, so this is getting out of control at this stage. Here comes Jax now from Palace. The bomb's been dropped. Molotov kill in amongst the chaos from Kenny S. And Fnatic only have Brolan and JW to try and dig them out this deep ditch that they're currently in. CT's gonna push. Beautiful play from JW. Able to cover his teammate. He's just gone one better. This round could be going the way of Fnatic, and it will. A 2v4.
Just another Swedish legend stepping up when needed most. That is an insane round from JW. Snapping over very quickly to Palace to continue the cover. Bails Fnatic out of a very deep hole that they were in. I thought that positioning of Jax, when they got those 2 kills coming up connector, I thought G2 had it locked up. I thought Jax would be able to just kind of wipe them clean, but JW is just a monster inside that site. Great performance. That's a full investment from G2 that they lose. 3 players sitting right around 2,000, and they can't invest in this round. A couple P250s, a deagle on Jax, who has 3K.
And just to show you how dominant JW's been in these first 3 rounds, 196 ADR, 4 kills, 3 assists. He has been in the mix with these Fnatic wins, and I hope that will continue. G2 certainly won't be hoping that's the case. They'll be hoping one of their star players can step up, but that's been the issue, really. 4-player stack on a B with just Shocks over on A by his lonesome. Similar setup as well with a boost. Brolan making a move through short side.
I wonder if this is some kind of like research and play calling that they've looked into by Fnatic. Even going back to the pistol round, they've had about 3 rounds where they've stacked this B bomb site. Fnatic's coming right at it. The advantage of weaponry. Haven't spotted this player to the right. Lucky's going to take his shot. He does find it. Traded immediately. Meanwhile, the flank coming in. JW hears this the whole way. He's just waiting for him to get closer. And Fnatic has just hit the brakes. They just say, all right, you want to stack this bomb site? We're not going to come in. We'll use the range of these AKs. And even that's not working perfectly.
Desert Eagle. Not quite working as Jax intended, but they're not going to check the boost spot, and Kenny S. It's going to rip through the head of JW. I think he realized and pulled off the bomb. He's like, guys, please help.
Yeah,
help me.
He just knew he was dead at that point. He could see the panic. Kenny just hiding the whole time. 3-1 for Fnatic. Now we get the buy. Kenny's got his ult. He's got no nades behind it. AUG's being picked up across the board. Nice round from Exist, keeping his distance.
And that is the moment that JW knew.
Oh crap, oh crap,
he
oh crap.
was gone now.
Yeah.
Exist, one of the kind of players that doesn't necessarily get flustered too often, typically performs in these kind of games, but so far, it's just an assist that's to his name, with Twist taking out the kill.
They haven't cleared that though. Shocks is still in there. I don't think they even realize it. I mean, that's a super fast pace to be able to catch Kenny off guard in that fashion. A little bit of miscoordination on the Molotov and the boost. Nades out of hands on Catwalk, though, and that's going to lead to the death of Lucky. Now 2 players in connector, and Exist can't get it done. Massive damage on the Shocks.
You would have seen both in connector, though, and the call will come out, allowing Twist to just sit there, wait, knowing the rotation would be imminent, looking to neutralize what remains of G2. They've now seen Body on the B side. They've got more than enough time to rotate. He stood on a Molotov. Has to get out of dodge. Decides to actually extinguish so he could push back in again, but that's to his demise as Twist stands tall with the AK.
That was a very Fnatic round. Get an opening kill, get a player in a tricky position, and as you kind of start aggressing, you just have at least one player just waiting for rotations. Players across the map getting aggressive and taking control. Nice round from Twist. Even comes back to Connector to clean a couple up. And it's now 4-1. G2 won the pistol round, and they have been blanked ever since. P250's purchased up a couple nades as well. G2 going to try and do some damage here. This time it's a stack at the A-bomb site. A lot of stacks so far.
Well, this is something that G2 were doing when we casted them early on the B screen. They were going 4-1 constantly, even with weapons, though. That's the mad thing. Of course, in a pistol, fair enough. You're rolling the dice, you're taking a gamble.
Yeah.
But when you have guns and you're doing that, something's clearly wrong.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out here. Will be interesting. Kenny's forced back initially. He had that op in the previous round. It was taken away from him oh so quickly. Fnatic now starting to get aggressive and probe, and that is a very nice nade.
It's going to get JW into all the pistol ranges now for a headshot.
Not a lot of utility for Fnatic to use to like clear out corners and smoke off a choke point. They have 1 Molotov and 5 flashbangs, so actually they can't do any of that. 45 seconds on the clock as well. This is very slow play. They have no idea where G2 is.
They've already pushed B once and G2 are stacking that. So they could be quite apprehensive on their approach, playing more cautiously. Obviously, we have the benefit of seeing it's just Shox. 30 seconds, though. Could Shox wind back time? Could he pull off one of those crazy plays we know he's capable of? No, is the answer. Delivered from Exist.
That would have been one of the craziest if he did it there, with the deagle at that range. Berlin's going to get curious. G2 not going to fight for this round. Might try and get themselves in position to try and take some guns away, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just kind of pausing in Palace. Lucky the only one who really has that opportunity. No reason for them to evacuate through CT spawn, though. They can just go back through B halls or catwalk to mid, where they have teammates to support and clear the way for them. Ooh!
Well, I said he was in the range of the pistol, and JW has now been put down. A bit unfortunate. It looked like his spray was pretty close to landing the kill onto Lucky.
Yeah, he'll probably be a bit frustrated. Lucky would like to go try and get that gun. I think he knows he has virtually no chance, and definitely no time. He took a bit too long to make that. Oh, did he?
Yeah, just snagged it in the nick of time. Decent bonus taking through into round 7. And G2 need every advantage they can get at this stage, 5-1 behind. Only round was off the back of a pistol retake. Since then, 5 rounds on the bounce for Fnatic. Some nades being traded, but not really any ground being made up. That being said, JW already peering out of Palace.
Oh, he misses the flick. He was probably focused on the far angle towards jungle. Did not expect someone to just walk in towards Palace. Why would you? 3 players on A ramp, though, and 1 at the base of Connector. They can still pinch onto this site. An entry kill would be so valuable. Jax out in the open. Crims is waiting for it. Oh, that's a great shot. Jax is dinked, I think, through the edge of the box. He's going to go for another, and he's going to get it. Just 2 bullets needed. Shox can't step up, but still a long way to go for Fnatic.
And fair enough to Jax, one of the players who's been under a lot of scrutiny at least recently. 2 big kills, but being forced out into the open from that Molotov will cost him his life. Fortunately, Kenny, with his trusty AWP, is going to put it to use. And if Low Twist is trying to rotate, he's going to run straight into Body. Oh, no. Body actually gets bested, barely tagging Twist. There is enough time for him to go B. This is where G2 may split up.
Well, this changes the nature of this round. This changes the game entirely. Although this is a nice position from Lucky. Twist is running the whole way. Lucky's going to hear this. I think it's already too late. He'll have a fast flank, which Twist won't expect. And Kenny with the AWP on catwalk isn't even going to get a chance at finding the kill. Second round for G2, but they take pretty heavy losses, all things considered, doing it.
I'm trying to figure out why with 20 seconds Lucky flashes over and then walks in apps? Is he trying to fake as though he's rotating through underpass?
It's a good question.
Because otherwise it makes no sense, right?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because with that time, there's no way you can rotate to the other side. So
yeah,
you're pretty much saying, yo guys, I'm here, and then you're just not doing anything with it.
Right. I know what you mean. I don't have a good answer for you, Vince.
Feels bad, man.
I don't have them all.
I don't think anyone does for that.
We can ask him later. Kenny's on catwalk, waiting for a flash that would indicate Fnatic's taking top mid. He's waiting for it so we can peek afterwards. Shocks and Connector. He's had a tough start to this game. Crims with the opening kill on Jax is going to pull Shocks' attention away, but not for long. He turns back. He's going to spot the head of Twist. He gets the dink, gets the completed kill. And now Kenny's in perfect position. That's a great 1-2 punch for G2 in mid.
Looking to resurrect their CT half. Some damage has been thrown across to Kenny S and Lucky. But they still have that player advantage intact. And Fnatic are a bit split up. They got Crimson Palace, the other two players in mid. Just the one smoke with two Molotovs, one of which can be tossed into Shadow, which is where Shocks currently is. Gonna go for this boost again, it would seem. If they do, Lucky could spot them through Murder Hole. He's playing more of this passive sort of style. I mean, at the end of the day, they actually have no vision at all over short. So for all he knows is a player and ladder at this point. Looks like we're about to get that engagement that we've been waiting for. Shocks moving up onto the balcony, and he's going to be able to get the free kill onto Crims, and in doing so, this push has been stalled. Exist going to try his best to push straight through anyway. He fears no man, but 8 seconds on the board, and there is Shocks for 1 and 2 more. 3 rounds to G2, 2 in a row now.
Yeah, 4 kills in the round for Shocks. A nice performance. Crims, it's a hard corner to clear for him when he comes out of the smoke like that in Palace. With the clock running down and Crims dinked, that's not a fight you can really go chase down. So G2 is recovering slowly but surely. They've won the last 2. That time they survive with a good amount of players still up, so they can build up some cash flow. Looks like Fnatic this round wants to head towards the B bomb site. 3 players here. You imagine it would be a split, but Shocks has all the information. Shocks hears everything. Shocks is walking up. Exist is going to check, and he's not going to be able to win that fight. A very fast headshot for Shocks, and Fnatic want to chase him down. 2 players going up catwalk, though, and actually Body is completely caught off guard. They need to find this kill, and they've got it. Brolin with the CZ. Crims now wants to take a long-range duel. But these positions, G2 got aggressive, and they have so much control of this map. Fnatic's have no idea Jax is here.
They read the round so well. They had 3 players over on the B side with Shocks also in underpass. So Jax now can just sit in position and wait. Oh, Twist with a lightning fast headshot. Jax is going to be devastated he didn't clutch that one. And in doing so, G2 now go from a commanding position after Shocks picked up the first kill and was able to retreat to potentially suffering and struggling. Brolan's going to go in with another, and Crims will finish it off. That kill onto Twist was so important.
Oh, that was a beautiful reaction from Twist. I don't know how he landed that headshot, and you can see the strength of that position. We talked about it in the previous series with Nip and Vega. That ladder room position, you put Crims in there. He was like the original. He's like the OG of that room. You put him in there, he just gets to sit and wait. Kenny doesn't even get a chance to go for a second kill, eliminated immediately, and Fnatic call a timeout. Want to build upon this win, want to take everything away from G2, who don't have a lot of money to begin with in this round. Kenny and Shocks right around 4,500. Outside of them, you won't be too pleased with what you can purchase.
Body's woes continue, 36 ADR. It's a rough one. I mean, Brolan's on 34, but hasn't really been required that much. When you've got 112, 88, 84 on some of his teammates. I think you said this yesterday, there's only a certain amount of damage to go around on a team.
Damage and kills, it's a finite amount each and every round. Shocks Firing his pistol, he has an AUG, so he's trying to make it seem like it's going to be a save round out of G2. Is Fnatic going to take the bait?
Shots moving in, gets caught from the side, and Brolan's Mac-10 delivers the fatal shot with the AUG trading hands. Body now has to move out of position. Again, it was a heavy B stack. A lot of presence over on the B side of the map.
It's the three guns as well. Jax is the defender at A, and he's got the Deagle. SMG and the 2 rifles are at the B bomb site. Even Jax might just gamble here. Might just flip the coin and say, we'll see what happens. And because they have so many bodies at this B bomb site, they can actually make sure they're not getting flanked through window room. This is a very dangerous situation for Fnatic. I'm really curious how they're going to handle this. Jax wants to go for the peek. He's going to get it. Brolan was low already, thanks to Shox. And Fnatic is walking right into a trap.
Oh no, they're going straight into the stack, but Twist able to jump straight out and get the kill to Lucky, who had no idea that was coming up. Zero cover of each other. Body's gonna get the kill to exist. Bomb planted in the monster smoke, but it's down to Body, and Twist continues to impress. A 3K, and Fnatic cruise to a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, he's on one. And it's not much of a trap if you're not watching for that play. Whoever's playing in that gut right corner, shadow, whatever you want to call it, he's going to be frustrated. You got 2 teammates there and no one's looking for that player coming out the window. That's unfortunate for them. Nice round from Twist, as you said, reacting perfectly into the smoke just after he plants the bomb. 7-3 in the favor of Fnatic, and they've taken all the guns, all the money away from G2. It's going to be a save round. It actually is one this time. And Twist with that op spots some aggression coming and just backs off.
Brolan's going to take some damage, but it's Lucky that's first to fall in round 11. Just being careful, checking all the angles. Only the 1 kill in retaliation, and as expected, Fnatic easy 8th round.
He said Brolan was having a tough start to this game, and he was the only one to fall there. And all that chaos, all the Fnatic players running out. I think he came up 3rd, and he was still the person to get targeted.
Just one of those days, mate.
Yeah, those are the worst games when you're just like, I really just can't do anything.
That's every game for me. At that stage, I'm just like, look, I'm a big boy. I'll just be the meat shield. Let me go in first. Yep. I'll absorb all the bullets.
I will be a team player.
Exactly.
Smokes out.
Has been planted.
wisely so. He's overexposed. G2 must have this round, and they are a player down. They're going to reconvene towards that A bomb site. 3 players for Fnatic at B. There is one on Catwalk. That's Crims. Crims has been defending this connector from a multitude of different positions. And you assume when this hit does eventually come in, he will swing out to take that fight. I'm not sure how effective Body will be able to be in this situation.
But it's going to be a hit with no smokes here, Jason. They only have flashbangs left. They've used all their smokes in mid.
Oh dear.
And to make matters worse, Brolan is in Palace.
Yeah, he's the ace up the sleeve, isn't he?
G2 on a razor's edge on Mirage, and they have so little to push forward with. There's still 2 flashbangs, and now Body's going to make a move through connector. He's going to be a huge part of this jigsaw piece if they can somehow pull this one off, but lucky. And his spray goes awry. And this push has by and large been nullified. Shox is trying to resurrect, he's trying to bring this back from the dead. And so will Body. JW sent sprawling out of the round, but exists.
Counter-terrorists win.
From there, he's at least going to get 1. G2 just not enough utility to make their way into the site. 19 kills now on JW, 18 each on Exist and Twist. Or excuse me, it was a Twist and CT spawn.
Well, here we go. It's sink or swim. Jason on Mirage for G2 now.
Yeah, this double up setup from Fnatic on the defense has been incredible. G2 caution to the wind, fast pace towards the B bomb site, and I think actually they're running a little bit long. I think Fnatic's going to know what's coming.
They sure will. This feels very telegraphed. I mean, they've already got 2 players in prime position. With Crims making a move up mid, he can quickly wrap around on short side. Plus JW. Twist is watching it, though, from the catwalk with his AWP. 3 players stack up. Actually misses that shot, which could cost Exist his life. He's already gone in on 1. Brolan has his left-hand side covered. Exist is just a one-man army. 3 kills to his name. And Shox is the final player to fall. 16-8, comfortable in the end for Fnatic.
Yeah, just a small hiccup at the start of the second half. 4 rounds went to G2, but Fnatic closed that door real quick. Dominant performance from the Swedes in map 1. When we return from the break, we'll have the desk, and then we'll have map 2.